Sigma males have a very intimidating appearance and may be perceived as a dominant person who wants to succeed in life. They are frequently seen to be all by themselves since they don't really feel that they have to interact with people to have a great time. Sigma males have an unusually dark persona when it comes to their personalities, and this is due to the mysterious nature they have associated with how restricted they are in socialization. They have been linked to how limited their socialization is. Not only do Sigma men possess outstanding determination, but they also refuse to be ruled by others. Sigma males are also incredibly skilled men who want to strive to achieve great accomplishments and are not willing to give up. These qualities make Sigma males extraordinarily strong and hence, competent beings. But this strength of theirs can be extremely intimidating to a large number of people. For example, since Sigma males do not give up, people are unable to use their authority over Sigma males, which is enough to intimidate people. The nature of the Sigma male is pretty complicated, and because of this, most of the time, people cannot understand and interact with them. Although being isolated rather than socialized might be a challenge for many, for a Sigma, it is no big deal if they are all by themselves with only a few friends. Sigma males can also be intimidating because they pay little to no attention to what others say about them because he is not people-pleaser. And in today's video, we shall discuss the 7 dark traits that Sigma males possess. 1. Sigma transforms himself on his own. Sigma males are no doubt men who like to appreciate their own peace and isolation, but what makes them unusual is the fact that they require little to no need to be around people to have a great time. Years of self-reliance and self-dependence change Sigma males into men who not only rely upon themselves in terms of achievement but also like to keep a distance from people. While for most people, isolation can be boring because of all the social media exposure. For Sigma males, being alone is the ideal moment to be resourceful, and this not only enhances their strength but also provides them with the capacity to operate rationally, which is why people are unwilling to mess with these intelligent minds. 2. Sigma's carefree nature. Fake people have the impression that real people just don't care. While the majority of our younger generation is busy striving to fit in, Sigma males dared to stand out. These men of high value chose to be independent of all the social and cultural burdens of trying to be more pleasant and were therefore accepted. In fact, Sigma men have no need to fit into the social narrative, such as acting a certain way in front of people to appear more likable and become the topic of conversation. These things are not something that Sigma males care about, which is why they are quite often considered to be dark and intimidating to people. This is because for Sigma to be lovable is never the primary concern. Rather, they prefer to be people who live freely in accordance with their own attitude. What makes them dark is how deeply dedicated they are to their independence and don't really give in to aiming to please people and faking themselves so that people accept them. These men dare to protest and don't fear the outcome of it as well. 3. Sigma fights back. We have all had negative experiences with people we care about and love in our lives backstabbing us. Although some people will sometimes hold grudges about it, Sigma males would like to forgive and move on. But this doesn't imply that Sigma male keeps forgetting the pain caused to them. In fact, they get more cautious and prepared so that they can deal with these kinds of people in a proficient manner. If Sigma believes that a person is still toxic and manipulating them, they like to strike back. Because Sigma males do not allow anyone to trample on their honor and pride, so whenever Sigma is challenged, he deals with such people in a way that they will never forget. 4. Sigma remains in his own bubble. Sigma males like to keep their opinions and emotions to themselves as they refuse to speak to other people and entrust them with their feelings. This is due to their lack of trust in others and their inability to trust anyone other than themselves. This makes them quite hard to understand. And this lack of interaction with others makes them only depend on themselves to trust and express what they are feeling. Sigma detests trusting other people with his ideas because, for him, only he is the person he can trust and understand the most. Sigma knows that others won't understand his complicated mentality, and because of this, Sigma refused to open up to anyone else. Sigma loves to transform himself into solitude, as he feels that the best thing on earth is to know how to belong to oneself. 5. Sigma keeps it real. There is no more valuable legacy than honesty. Sigma males dislike being fake, and that's a fact. That includes pretending to be somebody else or emulating traits to be more likable. These behaviors are detested by Sigma to the point that he refuses to act that way and in fact, hates fake people. Sigma males refuse to be fake with other men, preferring to be extremely real and genuine with them. If you ask Sigma about his personal opinion on something, don't expect him to beat around the bush. Sigma will tell you his true opinions and ideas about it, whether people like it or not, because Sigma males are not born with the people-pleaser personality and tend to be straightforward with them. 6. Sigma males cut people off instantly. It always surprises me how quickly issues can be resolved once you start cutting people off. Sigma men are not the kinds of men who like to stay in a toxic circle for a long period of time. They like to stay in a positive place, and whenever they realize that others are trying to exploit them or even cause them any kind of trouble, they have the tendency to leave and move on in their lives. Sigma men prefer to cut toxic people off from their lives because they cannot tolerate toxicity and understand that being in a toxic environment will influence their competency. As a result, Sigma males immediately cut people out of their lives who are toxic and negative. 7. They are beasts. All it takes is one horrible day to reduce the smartest man alive to insanity. That's how distant the world is from my location. Just one horrible day, Joker. Sigma males activate the inward beast due to a scenario or set of circumstances that test their patience level, and they believe that it's crucial that they defend themselves from danger. A person who cannot defend himself is an obvious target, and in comparison, a capable person can harm others but prefers not to become superior to all others because they have good control over themselves. Sigma males are untouched beasts who possess better control over their inner selves until something or somebody disrupts their sense of peace and eventually leashes out a beast that does what's appropriate only to defend himself. That is what makes them dangerous and mysterious. They are not people you should mess with, and definitely not the type of people you should be playing with. Well, that is all for the video. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends.